Okay. So use cases for
Yeah.
BTP, we have first is the accelerate the move to cloud. So SAP
Mhm.
BTP facilitates an uh
Small, small. Can you just move that sharing one?
yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Mhm, mhm,
So SAP BTP facilitates an efficient transition to cloud infrastructure. Okay,
mhm,
it enables businesses to migrate data from on-premise systems to the cloud while
mhm,
ensuring minimal disruptions to operations.
mhm,
Also, it supports applications modernizing by allowing your existing applications to be enhanced or extended with the cloud native technologies. Okay,
mhm,
so it is just a robust integration tools that ensures that different systems and data sources can seamlessly communicate, reducing the complexity and improving overall system efficiency. Okay, so whether consolidating multiple systems into a unified platform or expanding capabilities with the new features, so SAP BTP provides the tools and the frameworks that is needed to ease the move to cloud. Okay,
mhm,
then when we talk about optimize and automate business processes, so there are manual tasks and cross application workflows that can be automated using a broad set of predefined content. So SAP BTP provides SAP Build Process Automation, that is a low code tool that is designed to enable both business and process export, as well
mhm,
as the traditional and citizen developers that to create automated processes or the extensions. Okay, so
mhm,
also it offers automation for manual tasks using the robotic automation technologies, and these capabilities align with SAP BTP core principles, which emphasize agility, efficiency, and the empowerment of business users. So, working with your SAP Business Process Intelligence portfolio, which includes tool like SAP Signavio Process Insights, then Qualtrics Customer Insights. So the platforms will allow direct action based on the insights from processes or the experience analysis. So this approach will support the continuous improvement and ensure that business processes align with organizational goal. Okay,
mhm,
and this is what SAP is very much onto, that optimizing and automating all your business processes, so that the manual intervention they wanted very less to be
okay.
people do. Then we also have a use case for drive decisions based on data. So providing business users with timely information and AI based recommendations can improve the efficiency and quality of decision making, and it is crucial for organizations to have a unified view of all their data assets to gain insights and make real time decisions. However, data is often spread across multiple systems, making effective data management challenging.
Mhm,
Okay, and we also have this BTP offered to the tools that services which will help them to integrate, consolidate, manage data from various sources, ensuring consistent, high quality, and accessible data. So, by using these tools, organizations can follow SAP BTP's principle to make informed business decisions. So, analyzing and interpreting the principles or the data accurately helps to maintain the high quality, and it will support the robust data management strategies. So this approach aligns with your SAP BTP goals, facilitating strategic decision making and promoting the business agility and the scalability.
mhm,
Okay. Then you have is the keep the core clean. So to maintain system stability and ease of upgrades, it is advisable to keep the core clean by adhering to the clean core principles, which involve maintaining an up to date and cloud compliant system. So for
Mhm.
on-premise solutions, returning to the default implementation can help achieve that goal. Create and operate are highly integrated side-by-side solution extensions to individualize your business processes without harming the stable application core. So extensibility allows companies to build and enhance all their application investments to meet their dynamic needs and provide continual value. So you can deliver new features that is agile and fast with SAP BTP as an underlying platform. So here you just ensure that you have to be up to date. That's it. Then you
Mhm.
have is the deliver personalized experience. So organizations need the ability to customize and personalize their business in order to differentiate themselves from the competition. So to do so, SAP will provide powerful application development tools to create innovative apps tailored to your customers and the business requirements. So organizations are empowered to extend business applications with customer specific business logic and leverage the power of AI to accelerate your development and the automation. Then
Mhm.
you have is the connect applications and process across the enterprise. So most organizations are straddled with a chaotic IT landscape of disconnected applications, processes, and the technologies, which are leading lack of business agility and innovations. So what BTP does is it provides the integration capabilities that act as a connective tissue that brings all applications and processes together, ensuring seamless integration between SAP and third party solutions. And with the wealth of pre built integrations and AI assisted development, the organizations can quickly achieve harmonized access to the enterprise. Okay. So,
Mhm.
what exactly we learned from our yesterday's as well as in today's session is like there is an SAP built on the technology layer of Business Suite. So, by using SAP BTP in your company, the business processes can not only be just integrated, but employees can also get more insights into the company due to good data quality, which will facilitate decision making. Okay.
Mhm.
Any questions you have?
Nothing. Like I feel like these case studies and the before the one both like interconnected or similar kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah. So this is what they just want to tell you like where you can use this particular BTP platform and all.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. Next we have is discovering the cloud terminology. Now there is a cloud computing overview. Now mostly you will be knowing this more. Okay.
Mhm.
So what actually this cloud computing is, it anything that you are um, having it, like the services or all your what we say, databases, networking, analytics, and everything that you have it over internet, it is all your cloud computing on demand. Okay, so it allows
Okay,
your
you mean
users
to say
to,
like all the hardware related stuff which is over
yeah,
the
softwares,
internet,
hardwares, everything, the
software,
platforms,
everything.
networks, everything. Okay, that is on demand delivery of computing
Mhm.
services. So that is all your cloud computing. So it will
Mhm.
allow all your users to access the utilize those resources without having any need of any physical infrastructure and all. So that is all about your cloud computing. But cloud computing can lower your costs by allowing you to use only resources you need on demand. Okay, so
Yeah,
whatever you need, you can build that instead of just buying one server and you don't need that entire server. Okay, so on
yeah.
what happens on the physical server, even if you don't need, you have to pay for that. Whereas for cloud, Whatever you need, you take it and then you pay.
Mhm.
So you don't need to build a big data center in your office for this cloud thing.
Yeah,
What you have to do is
infrastructure is
whatever
not
you,
required.
yeah. So
Mhm.
you need not have to reserve any amount of computing resources in case you need it for prototyping project or for any temporary higher load on your system. So cloud computing will offer uh, different deployment models also, or the service models we say. Okay.
Mhm.
So in addition to that, there will be cloud landscapes that are clustered over several regions to ensure higher availability and lower latency. So with
Mhm.
increasing amount of cloud capabilities, the importance of virtualizations and container technologies is becoming even more relevant than ever before. So out in the market, there are a lot of providers, also called vendors, for several cloud offerings, and SAP is focusing on the transformation to that cloud.
What I have seen is SAP is already transformed with have a contract or having the services with the GCP, AWS, and Alibaba, and Azure,
Mhm.
and SAP Cloud is also there, right?
See, SAP Cloud, when we say it is a HANA Cloud platform.
No, no, as HANA Cloud Platform. Yeah, I mean to say like data center,
No, no,
like in
no,
some,
no,
no.
no.
Actually, I
See,
have seen somewhere.
SAP Rise is a service, okay? What
Mm-hmm,
SAP provides, and under that Rise contract, SAP has a partnership with these hyperscalers, AWS, GCP, Azure,
mm-hmm,
okay? And this is for Rise, okay? These three platforms. And when you said about Alibaba and all those things, so this is
uh,
all for the Grow, SAP Grow.
okay. Rise is different, Grow is different.
Yes.
Can you explain me the difference?
So see, SAP Rise is someone who has already taken SAP, okay, and
Mm-hmm,
they have a big and complex landscape. So they will not go on Grow, but they will get on to SAP Rise. So they already
okay.
have their SAP landscape on prem,
Mm-hmm,
okay, and they just want to get onto a cloud which is managed by SAP, and that is what they will go on to SAP Rise. Whereas people who don't know what SAP is, they want to try first. They have a small business, small or medium sized business, which is not that complex. They will get onto a group.
okay. Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm,
So whenever there is any person who is going to get onto a new implementation, okay,
mm-hmm.
so they will not directly. I mean, when I say new implementation means the people they don't know SAP before, so they will always get onto a group, not on Rise.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that is the difference that they have. And when you say SAP has a cloud, that is HANA Cloud Platform.
Okay,
They are
HANA
not
Cloud
cloud
Platform.
providers.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. HANA Cloud Platform means that is like a data center.
You can say it is a virtual data center. Okay, not a exact data
Like
center.
if for example Azure or AWS, if you are providing the resources, they just provide the infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
The like computing
So
power
SAP doesn't provide
and
any
storage.
infrastructure or anything.
Okay, it is like a SaaS model, you mean to say?
Yeah, you can say that. Yes.
Hmm.
So it is not about any IAS because SAP will never get into that also. Okay, they have a big market in the product. They will not get into infrastructure.
Okay, okay.
See, if SAP is already when they say that they are getting onto Rise and everything, they're trying to
Hmm.
make a monopoly here. Okay, which people are
Hmm.
somehow not liking it.
Hmm.
And if they also get into this infrastructure thing, people, implementation partners will try to bring in some other ERP. Okay.
Okay. I have seen last time something I could not recall or show you. Like when you create a service or something, I can easily select the region where exactly I need to deploy. And in China, it only showed Alibaba. I just looked after different regions. And in Europe and America, it showed all three or four options. And based upon the region, also the services can
Matters,
grow
yeah,
or
different.
matters. Yeah,
Yeah.
difference matters. Yeah, I have
Yes.
seen that option. I could not express you where and yeah, which option I have been. I don't know. Maybe
But what
when
of
I was
SAP Cloud?
yeah, kind of HCP Cloud. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll maybe next time I will discuss with you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
See, there is no cloud of SAP as of
Okay,
now. They
okay.
can manage the service, okay, of
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
cloud, but they don't have
May-
their own cloud. It is just a HANA cloud platform that they can offer you,
okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe I
not
am.
any infrastructure.
Yeah, maybe I am. I'm not so 100% correct.
No problem. We'll see also in the BTP when we just create the accounts and do those
Mm-hmm.
deploy some services and all. We'll see
Yeah,
there
yeah, sure.
also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So next that we have is the multi-cloud. So, in the intelligent, sustainable enterprise, the system landscapes are more diverse than what it was in before. So, you can now combine multiple products from several vendors, from private cloud, public cloud, or even on premise. So, it doesn't matter whether it's infrastructure, a platform, or a software as a service, they are all on demand. So, you can combine and integrate them to each other through the concept of multi cloud. So SAP is also supporting the approach of multi-cloud, and that means you can combine softwares from different regions, deployment models, and you can combine SAP software with software from third party also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is what it is about multi-cloud, and there is. Like I said before, there are well-known hyperscalers that are AWS, Microsoft Azure, GCP, and Alibaba Cloud. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, there are even more cloud providers that might have hyperscaler approached architectures. So SAP partners with these four, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
AWS, Azure, GCP, and Alibaba Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the four big hyperscalers to achieve the best offerings for the customers and the highest availability. Okay, so this collaboration is across several products, but SAP BTP is the most interesting one in the scope of these hyperscalers. So is BTP is available in several regions, and these would be the providers. So SAP supports this multi-cloud landscapes through these all infrastructures, and the providers themselves may differ in uptime, availability, service offerings, or any latencies from data centers SAP. And it is collaboration with the different regions like Europe, US, US East, West, Singapore. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and SAP, of course, it is also operates software in its own data centers without using hyperscaler capabilities. So when I say own data centers, it is all about your HANA cloud only. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
these
Mm-hmm.
data centers are built into hyperscalers, and they are also flexible. They also have high availability.
Mm-hmm.
So there is, see, if SAP would have had a data center, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then they would have named it something big. Okay.
Yeah, no, it depends upon them, right? To establish the market, if you want to be yourself, it is bit difficult. And to establish everything, there is
Yeah.
already a market who are using. So they want to drive forward and see how much they can get the market. Based on that, they can slowly grow by themselves.
Yeah.
That
So
can
see,
also be the
this
chance.
HANA Cloud itself is their data center only. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. But they will not have any separate data. See, for Azure AWS, they don't matter whether you deploy SAP or some other applications on it. But SAP
Hmm.
will only allow its own applications, not for
Yes,
others.
not
Right?
for others. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This will always be a difference that we
Hmm.
will have. Okay, so these are the deployment models. When I say public cloud, it offers a freely accessible provider which will make services openly accessible to everyone via internet. So webmailer services or Google Docs are examples of your public cloud offerings, as well as the paid services like MS Office 365 or SAP Business by Design. Okay. Then you have is the private cloud. So for privacy and IT security reasons, organizations often prefer to continue to run their IT services themselves and make them accessible only to their own employees. Okay.
Hmm.
What happens in this private cloud is if anything is accessing from other locations, okay, then there are many network things that come into picture. Okay, like what all ports needs to be only allowed, then if
Hmm.
it is allowed onto firewalls,
Hmm.
then the
No,
hits and all those
actually,
things.
the public and the private is like it is a shared network, shared resources,
Hmm.
and unshared resources.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like banking sector mostly use the private cloud. All the resources will be on the cloud only. But
yeah.
whenever they sign a contract, they have their certain limitations
Yeah.
that no other data should be installed in these particular servers or the
Yes.
resources.
So much more limitations I would say for a
Yeah.
private, because
Mhm.
when we see the customers working on private cloud, and if they just want to access something from outside network, my god, there lot many approvals required, lot of things. Then again,
Yeah.
telling network team. So it sometimes takes 10-15 days just to access those things.
Yeah, of course. Like my last company, which I worked on, one of the defense company here. So I have seen that restrictions too much, and previously in IBM also, like too many complications.
Yeah, too much of things. So just for one thing, one silly thing, we just have to do.
Yeah, it looks like that, but it is it is the same. Like as I'm the IT person, complete IT person, we people sometimes create the rules and implement it. So it is like this. That's it.
Yeah.
We can't say anything.
Yeah.
Basically European region will have more GDP rules, and the US also,
Hmm.
and China and India, like Asian, we do not have much rules and regulatories, but here the data privacy policies are very strict. It may delay a lot for small related stuff also. Yeah, even to implement a AI chatbot or something like right now AI came in Microsoft 365 Copilot. To implement that option also, we do require some complaints where the data is be stored and what and all data will be reading, and these and all things we need to provide a report for them. By the end, it won't be approved, but still we need to do this R&D and all.
Yeah. And then comes the hybrid clouds are all called hybrid forms, like two different
Yeah.
approaches. For example,
Mhm.
certain services at the public providers run over the internet, while data critical applications and data are
Mhm.
operated and processed in some enterprises. So the challenge here lies in the separation of business processes into data protection critical or non-critical workflows. So the prerequisite is a clean and consistent classifications of your data that is available and processed in the company. Mixture
Coming
of
back to
components.
SAP BTP, what exactly hybrid provides, like connectivity services, or is there any other thing more?
So it is about the services also, even the connectivity, okay, the
Mm-hmm.
applications. So even if you want to get some data from an application which is hosted onto a BTP, you can get it on prem also. Okay, so it is all
Yeah,
about
yeah.
application, services
Okay.
as well as the connectivity.
No, no. I understand. My point is, as we are talking from the BTP point of view,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if, for example, your organization is using hybrid model,
Mm-hmm.
like most of the services lies, all the new future services lies under BTP, and
Mm-hmm.
the older applications, all the some of the data is stored in the local servers. As we roles and responsibilities, we need to provide the integration between the tools from on-prem to the cloud, or we just need to handle the situation. What is the BTP person does over here?
So see, BTP person will only handle the BTP account only. Okay, that person will not
Okay,
be responsible
for
whether
the
the
on-prem.
integration for entire end-to-end integration. No, only for BTP side that person has to handle. That's it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Mhm. Will this really work in the real-time environments, like in the office?
Of
Like,
course, yes, because
okay,
you will just drop an email saying that this particular thing has been completed from your side.
okay,
It is not
uh,
end to end thing. See, you will be required in the calls. That is a different thing. But
okay.
nothing
Mm-hmm.
is pending at your end.
Mm-hmm.
Understood? See,
Yeah,
being
yeah.
basis also, we are required in every way, in every calls. Even
Mm-hmm.
though we don't have any major role to play there, but we
Mm-hmm.
are required in every calls. Why? Because we have a wider understanding. And if
Yeah.
anything comes on your point, I mean, at your bin, you just tell them like how it is completed from your side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if there is something like someone is trying to push the data and the data is not going somewhere else, okay, so then that person has to check the logs and check why that particular data is not coming there. Okay.
Okay.
And yes, it works in real environment also. The one who is not on the call is always blamed. So it is better that everybody has to come onto the call and check.
Yeah.
I experience these things, okay? Because
Okay.
if I am not on the call, then everybody will try to blame basis like this is what has happened and basis is not taking. Whereas it's not from this, it is all about PIPO,
Yeah.
the
Mhm,
integration. Yeah. So this is what happens.
mhm.
Okay, now we have the service models. So earlier it was what?
You can just wrap it up, the service models. It is fine for me.
Yeah, yeah. So IaaS is what? It is all about your hardware
Infrastructure. Hmm.
resources.
Hmm.
Platform services are all about your middleware functionalities. Okay.
Yeah.
And software as a services is all about your application based. You need on demand. Okay, like SAP Analytic Clouds, SAP XP, customer experience, SAP Success Factor, and all.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now BTP commercial model. Okay, now in this BTP commercials, we will have some models.
What
Just
is commercial models means?
yeah, we'll see here.
Okay.
Now, why we have to know this is because there are some services in the BTP.
Hmm.
Okay, like if you take some particular subscription agreement or something, so you get those specific services onto your this models. Okay. Now, when I talk about pay as you go, So what does this mean? Pay as you go for SAP BTP will allow you to build applications in your production environment and pay only for what you use. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can
Mm-hmm.
start a small or build productive apps and convert to the SAP BTP enterprise agreement. And once you have achieved predictable usage, you can start using. So you're responding quickly to changing business needs with some confidence by delivering some productive applications and scaling them fast. This can happen. So with no minimum usage requirement, you can avoid any over provisioning. So access to your free tier service plans to try out services without any costs or within your productive environment. You can do everything in your pay as you go. So there is no hard and fast rule that you have to unnecessary deploy some services because you have got some subscription. So what is it? Whatever you are using, you just have to pay for that. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the organizations are using this particular service as itself. Okay.
How it will be calculated based upon the input output transition, or is there any other calculation it does?
Yes. So how it is? So it is also calculated on the basis of how many instances you have hosted, how much time
Okay.
it is up and running. Okay.
Mhm.
Then how many users have logged in, then how many quotas you have purchased.
Mhm.
Okay, purchased in the sense getting utilized.
I understand.
Yeah. So there are multiple metrics for each and every services SAP BTP provides. Okay, and,
Mhm.
that SAP usage details also we will see once we log in into the account. Okay,
Yeah.
so each and every service has a different metric of gauging what is how it is used and how it is calculated. Okay,
Yeah.
then you have is BTP EA. Now, SAP BTP EA means enterprise agreement. Okay. So, what does this mean? Like, get access to all services available under BTP EA and you configure them in your global account with just one contract. So, this will include new features or innovations available after the contract signing date. And you have to choose how to spend cloud credits and monitor real time service usage to better understand project costs. Why? Because if you are using some other service also, SAP will not say that it is not in your contract, but they will start charging. Okay. So it is always better that you are using that facility to gauge your service usage. Okay. Then
Can you
consume.
tell me again? I didn't understand. Like, enterprise agreement means like it is a one-time investment, one-time agreement which you do. You can utilize all the services whichever are available over the market or the discovery center.
Yes.
Like how it doesn't matter how much you use, how much time you use, how many users does it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You
Based
can.
upon the agreement, it charges.
Yes.
Okay.
So this particular agreement will provide an ongoing access to any new SAP BTP services added to this consumption-based service catalog. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
even you need that service or you don't need it, it's there in your agreement. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
So you should choose how to spend your cloud credits. You should monitor your real-time service usage. Then you should consume services based on your project requirements without having to change your contract and only get charged for what it is used. So you also have access to fear free
Fury apps. Okay, free
service
tier.
plans. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
service plans. You can try out some services also. So these all things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for BTP EA. Then there are some subscription based contracts also. So you can add new services or modify your contract by contacting your SAP sales person. Now this particular thing, like, will include subscription, will include the services that you are using in your project and that you will be provisioning in your global account. Okay,
Mhm.
so these particular services will be entitled, and that can be used for your purchased subscriptions. Um and you can also help to optimize whatever is the usage of your entire account that is going to have, uh, while getting some discounts. Then
Mhm.
also telling them about the contract period if they can extend it. Okay, so
Mhm.
subscription based things, they actually go a bit, uh, you can say, expensive. Okay,
Okay.
why? Because even if you use it, you don't use it, it is a fixed set of services.
Yeah. Even agreement also is like EA also it is the same, right? If you use it or not use it, you are paying for all the services or
Yeah,
whichever
but
you.
how it is different, like how subscription and EA is different is, so in subscription you already have chosen the fixed set of
Yes, yes.
services, whereas in
Services.
EA what will happen is, even if there is any new service that
It will
BTP
be
has
added.
come up with,
Mm.
they will add it
Yes,
to
yes.
your this thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Then you have is free tier service in a nutshell. So this will not expire. Okay, so you can
Mm-hmm.
consume the free tier services as long as your account is active and you have not reached any service plan limits. So free
Okay.
tier means what? You have some
Trial period of time
yeah, trial
for
period.
service, 90
Okay,
days.
so now the trial period that is there for your SAP BTP is 90 days. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for the account
Mm-hmm.
that we would be creating, that would be there for 90 days. However, they have a condition, like 30 days. Okay, within 30 days if you don't access the account, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so first 30 days they will give you the account. Okay, for
Mm-hmm.
if you don't access it within that 30 days, they will not extend that particular account for again for other 30 days. Okay, why? Because you're not using it, then why will they keep that particular instances running?
Okay, okay. I
Got
understand.
it?
Mm-hmm.
So what they will do
Mm-hmm.
is they will delete everything from your account. They will delete your account itself if you don't
Oh,
access that within 30 days.
okay. This is just for training purpose or
Yeah, it is
demo
just for training
purpose. It is
purposes.
just used for
Yes.
that only, I guess, in
Yeah.
that case. If the
Yes.
data is going to delete, it is, I guess,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
company.
See, because in 90 days nobody is going to host a business, right?
Yeah, that is one thing. And just to, I'm working on something, and I just want to use the AI related stuff. I want to see how it works on my test environment,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't uh, rely on that. I'm just using let as it is a free tier version. I just want to keep some on R&D data just like that, because the data it can be deleted on any time within the 90 days. After the 90 days, I mean to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is just, yeah, I got
See,
it.
after the 90 days, anyway, it's going to get deleted. However, if you
Yeah,
want to convert into your main account also, okay, then you have
yeah,
to go for other three models: pay as you go,
yeah. Pay as you go
subscription, or
subscription or yeah,
SAP
enterprise
BTPE.
agreement.
Okay, even that
Yeah,
is also allowed. Huh? If you just want to continue, you have to buy the subscription. That is what they say. That's it. Then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nothing they will delete.
Nothing they will delete. Yes, yes, I got it.
Okay. So what we saw here is like, what are the deployment models, then the service models. how the platform is getting used, what are the pillars and everything.
Mhm.
Okay. The next that comes is the architecture of SAP BTP. Now, this is the very important thing that
Yeah.
we will go through now.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Yeah. Now, architecture of SAP BTP. So, here you see this is the entire BTP platform, the orange line, and then you see the global account. Now, what
Mhm.
is the global account? So, it is uh, an account which is used for managing your directories, sub accounts, members, entitlements, your quotas. So you receive your entitlements and quotas to use platform resources as per the global account. And then you distribute those entitlements and the quotas to your sub account for your consumptions. Okay.
Mhm.
So you have these particular sub accounts and everything under your global account itself. Okay. Now, when I talk about directory, here you can see directory A, directory B. So, your directories will help you to organize and manage your sub accounts according
Mhm.
to your business needs. Okay. So, this will contain sub accounts to create an hierarchies, and also uh, this particular directories will also have um, other sub accounts in the optional, like see directory A is also having a sub account, then you also have a sub accounts here also in the directory B's. So what is it? You can still create sub accounts directly under your global account. So you can create hierarchical structures, and there may be different levels. So the highest level will be given that path where always your global account and the lowest sub account will be there. Okay. Now, what is your sub account then? It will help you to create different region. I mean, you will be creating your sub accounts into different regions, having different members, having different roles and responsibilities of that members. Okay. So your sub accounts are your subset of your global account. Okay. And it is important to consider these sub accounts. Why? Because it will be different from one another. It will not be a same this thing. Why? Because one sub account, if one member is there, if that member is also existing into another sub account, however, that member will never have any connection between those two accounts. It will be separate accounts for that member also. Okay.
Mhm. Can
So
you
the data management, huh?
tell in the form of example, like as a naming as a company, like
Yeah. So, for example, now there is a Neo Foundry Cloud, okay, environment, wherein
Mhm.
I am having it for a railways, okay, example, for a
Mhm.
railways. Now I have 4 5 members under that sub account. They are doing some revenue accounting and everything for the railways and all. Okay, they are using some services. Now there is also one more sub account which is nothing to do with any railways project or anything, but there is a separate project going on there for the second sub account. Okay.
Mhm.
And I might also have one member same for railways as well as for that another application development account, that is another sub account. Okay. However, that person will not be able to have same rights and the roles and responsibilities whatever he has in one sub account. So those and responsibilities will not be there onto another sub account. Okay.
Mhm.
Why? Because the users authorizations and everything differs from one sub account to another account. Okay.
What about directory A and directory B?
So here if you see, you only have a one directory wherein you have one account here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in directory b's, you see here you are holding multiple sub accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you may have even a subset of other directories also holding into a main directory.
Mm-hmm.
So what directories are doing, it are allowing you to organize and manage your sub accounts according to whatever business needs you have.
Okay. What a global account means, all directories are linked to the global account.
Yeah, so you will have only one global account.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot have two global, I mean, within one btp you will have only one global account. If you have another btp account, you may have another global account there, but every btp has only one global account. Okay, for example,
Mm-hmm.
you have a login of btp, you can have one global account of that. I have another login, I will have one global account, and then I can create the sub accounts.
Let's take an example of Reliance. For example, Reliance, I am working in a Reliance, I
Hmm.
am the IT BTP person, SAP BTP person who manages complete
Hmm.
umbrella of Reliance. This means I will be as a global account administrator, and as Reliance have many different sectors and different thing. I call it as a directory. In that directory, I will name it as, for example, make it as a food industry as a directory. In that food industry, I will take sub accounts as something I don't know the names. For example, make it as a Nestle or Red Label or some other XYZ. Everything comes under companies, like individual companies as a subdirectories. Am I correct?
Yeah. So it,
Okay.
see, in the layman language, you can say that this is what an example can be. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, we can have this as well.
Different.
But
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
companies that you said, like, like some food companies or something, so that will be, instead of directories, you can say that it your food,
Departments.
yeah, food company itself is your directory, and under
Yes.
that food company you will have this one sub account like Nestle, then some account like another, this, all those
Yeah.
things. Got it?
Hmm. Yeah. Got it.
Okay, now BTP global account directory. Okay, now we have this entitlements. So, an entitlement is what you provision and consume as a resource. Okay, so there are some service plans that you are entitled to use. You can also have some booked services that you are using in your SAP BTP global account. Okay. Now, your services, entitlements, and everything you can watch in your global account itself. What are you entitled to use services? Okay. Then you also have a regions. Now you can deploy your applications in different regions. So each region will represent a geographical location. Like like I said before, it you have in US East, US West, Europe, Singapore. Okay, so where you want to host your applications, datas, or any services, you can host it there. So for each sub account, you select exactly one region itself. Okay, so for sub account, when you're creating, you have to ensure that you give that particular region. If you are selecting one specific region for one account, you can select another region also for another sub account. That is also
Mm,
okay.
can't I select the same region for
Of course you can select.
it's all thing? And for example, as we talking about food as a directory,
Hmm.
and in that I want to use only finance and HR related stuff in Nestle. and for the frozen food related stuff, I
Hmm.
want to use AI and other alarm services, like there is a SAP alarm, AL alarm,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that services in other entitlement, and the region as the same as in India.
Hmm.
That both the things come under global account, and based upon the usage of the directory A, I will get the estimated cost of the
Yes.
usage.
Yes. Yes. Usage. That's right.
And like of course every company will be having different invoices and different utilizations, and I can also identify this company is using this much of resources compared to the other company. I can be differentiated towards it
Yes. Yes.
based upon the like a sub account, how much the sub account one is
Getting used.
revenue is coming,
Yeah.
and how much, yeah, utilized.
Yeah.
Mhm,
You
mhm,
can compare it at the end, and then you can also, you know, see if you want more services to be subscribed to, or the usage that you need and all.
mhm. In your organization, do you use any do you like sub accounts? May I know how many sub accounts do you guys use?
So see, it depends on the projects actually. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
So for BTP, it's not about only the accounts that they are using, but there are some services like Cloud ALM and all. So they are using those services. Okay. So that Cloud ALM service and all, they don't need these accounts and all, sub accounts.
mm-hmm,
It is just one of the offering that BTP provides. So we activate that service, and that is different platform, but it is a part of BTP.
mm-hmm,
Okay. So, in my past experience, I will tell you there were some people, they used to have these sub accounts for their analytics. Okay,
mm-hmm,
at that point of time, SAP did not come up with SAP Analytics Cloud. Okay, as a
mm-hmm.
different thing. But then later on, they had just mapped that Analytics Cloud and BTP into one. So they have this Analytics Cloud as a part of service only now from BTP.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm,
earlier it was different, but somehow they had it. So at that point of time, they had a different sub account, and
mm-hmm,
there were 4 or 5 members using that particular thing.
mm-hmm,
They also were doing it for a region that was US,
mm-hmm.
and the quotas and everything we used to measure on the monthly basis, and we also used to send them that this is what you have used. So if you need
Estimate.
something, yeah, and if you
Mm-hmm.
need more, let us know that, so that we can talk to SAP and get it purchased for you.
Okay, I understand. Mm-hmm. Based upon the project, like in
Yes.
that case, uh, your company will take SAP BTP version, and based upon the projects or the client, you add different directories for the client, and in sub accounts, if the client is having different departments or different resources, you differentiate within that. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. So
Mm-hmm,
see, BTP admin, what is the role of your for an administrator is you have to always have an eye on the usage of the services. Okay,
mm-hmm,
whatever you have already purchased as per your agreement, you have to ensure that you are using it at its optimum, but also not surpassing the usage. Okay, so
mm-hmm.
whatever you are entitled to, you are using it. Even if you have purchased something and it is not getting used, you have to highlight that as well. Okay,
Yeah,
that this is the
and
service that has been purchased from SAP. However, it is not getting used. So let us know that whether you want to continue with this service, or you can also ask SAP to get that service done, so that you can save the cost.
okay,
Okay, so
okay.
it is again
Uh,
a
who
administrator who has to do this.
who takes care of what services need to be used, what cannot be used, whether it is the administrator or the solution architect?
So see, there is a solution architect who will only demand you that get this service, get those service and everything. Okay. Why?
Okay.
Because he has to run the project. But if it
Mm-hmm.
is not getting wisely used, it is an administrator who will tell solution architect whether you want this or you don't want it. Because you will get those services as per the project demand. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, if it is not getting administered, I mean, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
administrating
Use.
it, then
Mm-hmm.
it is the problem of administration that they did not highlight, like this particular services are never getting used. However, we are still paying, the company is still paying for that. And when
Mm-hmm.
these all things come up is in the audit, that is the end
Yeah.
of the year. They
Mm-hmm.
will come and ask you why this was never highlighted.
I understand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And especially your higher management, they have these audits. I was a part of a company
Mm-hmm.
a few years back, 4 or 5 years back. They
Mm-hmm.
had this HANA cloud platform where these sub accounts and all those things were there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and people were not using it that you know uh, diligently, but they
Mm-hmm.
were just having few projects, and some, even if they get some time they will work on it, otherwise no. But it was us who have to tell or highlight it every month that these all services are not getting used, let us know if you still want it or you don't want it. So we had done our part of job. Nobody ever came and told us no, we don't need this or we need this more and all those things. But however, there was an higher management audit at the end of the financial year end, and then
Mm-hmm.
they had taken every person, whether it was a senior solution architect, left and right, they had taken up like, why you guys have never utilized these all things. And
Mm-hmm.
even after they got some project and all, they were not able to use it for demo also, because they said that you have already surpassed this particular billing which we had allocated for that year, now we don't have that.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
So somehow they lashed it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we saw the regions, entitlements and all. Next
Mm-hmm.
was the what was it? Okay, regions. Okay, fine. So we'll take it in another class, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I can do it a bit early, I'll definitely tell you. Okay.
Yeah, fine. Early means usually, according to you, what is early? Uh,
Early means so my 12 p.m. is how? What is your time?
9 o'clock or something. If they
Morning.
like some yeah at morning,
Oh,
based
then
upon
I'm.
yeah, you just update me. Usually I woke up somewhere around 8 o'clock or
Oh,
7:30, something like
then
this.
okay, fine.
Just
I
put
will
a
not.
mess. No, 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 no worries. You just message me. Based upon that, I will be ready at that particular time. So it
Fine,
is
fine.
fine for me. But still, just drop a message. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Then I will see. Like, wow, we can do it. Okay. Tomorrow, and even if we can extend tomorrow's class, also that should be fine, right? 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah, that is fine. Even right now also I'm fine.
No, right now it is my time for having a dinner.
Yeah, 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 please carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do tomorrow 2 hours completely, and we can,
All
yeah,
right, fine. Then we'll
yeah,
do it tomorrow. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you
See
so
you.
much.